Welcome back to the Normandy. Again, we are playing some Mass Effect 3. Some new DLC came out today, which was the Leviathan DLC, so it looks like it'll be fun. I don't know, I don't have any, like, super huge expectations, but nonetheless, it should be a fun thing to play through. So, why not? So, in order to get it started, you're gonna have to go over here and look at that. We got an important message, like usual. So, from Admiral Hackett's commander, there's an Alliance researcher working on the Citadel named Dr. Garrett. I like that name, Garrett Bison. I need you to meet with him right away. Dr. Bison has uncovered important new information about Reapers that could have a direct bearing on the war. I'm officially directing you to support his efforts at the first possible opportunity. Please visit Bison's laboratory and the Citadel at once. Huzzah. So there we go. Now we have an excuse to go to the Citadel, which we will do. We can get this mission underway. The hell are we? Get out of here. Actually, I don't know why I did that. My god, I haven't played campaign in so long. What is it? Just B? Or I guess I gotta find a relay. God damn it. Like all the way over here. Jesus. So awkward, like starting before the end of the game, you know? It just made sense in Mass Effect 2. Like you had that little area where after, but now it's like oh wait. The game's still not over. It doesn't this feels weird. Oh whatever, who cares? Actually, quite a few people still care, I guess, but for me, I just want to have some fun. Whee! I wonder if I should turn down the volume in this game. I can do it in the editing process, I guess. Okay, sure. We'll go right to his lab. That's convenient. I wonder, though, if, like, any squad mates I take with me will have any lines. Because I remember that in, like, just about all DLC that came out for Mass Effect 2. Like, my squad mates just didn't have anything new to say. Like, in Shadow Broker, as much as I love that DLC, like, it was like one line from whoever you brought with you, and then there was like one line from the Shadow Broker about, like, one person. So, like, you know, they still acknowledge their existence, but they didn't, like, actually speak.
I want you to match this against all known locations and update the map. They contact the field teams.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir.
I'm Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment.
Yeah, why not?
Did you gather the Leviathan?
I got all
for
day.
us?
Why are your voices so quiet?
Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bison, and this is Task Force Aurora.
Fantastic. Why have I never been here before?
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
I'd like to get paid for that.
That's an interesting goal. But is anyone doubting the Reapers exist these days?
The Alliance is still desperate for intelligence. Reaper motives, their operational tactics. Anything that can give us an edge.
And how did you wind up in charge?
When the rest of the galaxy says something doesn't exist, I take that as a chance to prove that it does.
So you're in it for the challenge?
For the truth. Even as late as 2148, humanity still thought aliens were a myth. That was within my lifetime.
That is a scary
Once
thought.
that myth was proven to be reality, our entire history changed.
Reapers were part of that reality too.
But even they have a history, Commander. If we can just uncover it, there may be a weakness we can exploit.
Yeah, how does that matter now? Especially since we kind of already beat the game, but don't expect them to go that in-depth with the answer.
Could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war.
Ha!
But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near.
So true.
Hadley, do you have the data?
Oh, well.
No!
Oh, slapped him. Tackled.
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
Dun dun dun.
Be here. The darkness can't be breached.
Dun 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 dun. Dramatic.
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine. but I could use your help sorting this out, Edie. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
Is she gonna be like with us the whole time?
What's happening?
Good question.
You tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark,
Then you busted a cap.
cold, like I was someplace else.
And then?
I don't know. A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson. There was a loud noise.
Tempting.
That was you shooting him.
Da da. That was really tempting.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me. You have to believe that.
It wasn't me. What the? It wasn't me. It was the person inside of my mind that made me do it, but it wasn't me. It was just me doing it, but it wasn't me. I didn't shoot him. It was just my hand holding the gun and my finger that pulled the trigger, but it wasn't me. You get that? Right.
So someone else pulled that trigger?
But I would never do that.
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Well, of course it does.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau.
It's a space
An
whale.
audio log if you wanna...
Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Is he dead now?
Damn it. Get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
A lot of things.
Yes, sir.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update? Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something. Give me the brief. About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication. What could have killed the Reaper in the first place?
A space whale.
Exactly. That's the real Leviathan. It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
Come on, it makes so much sense.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
We have like giant space squids, and it'll be giant space whales.
Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down. You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
Huh. I'm serious. I actually, you know, I was starting off as like a joke, saying a space whale, but actually now that I think about it, it does in fact make sense. Okay? I mean, seriously, you watch Discovery Channel, right? What do giant squids always fight with? They fight with whales, and the whales will normally eat the giant squid, you know? Sometimes the giant squid can take them out, but normally the whales eat the giant squid. So there you go. We got giant flying squid in space, and now we're gonna have giant space whales, and they're gonna, you know, there we go. It all makes sense. The gears are clicking. I get where you're going, Mass Effect. I understand you, game. We are on the same level. All right, let's keep
Anything
going.
capable of killing a Reaper could do a lot of collateral damage.
Yet given the state of this conflict, I believe the saying, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend," may be relevant.
Unless it wants to eat us
But we
too.
won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
So, are you gonna be like our squad mate throughout this whole thing? Like, no one else came though? Like, no one else. What the hell? Whoa, you're like, oh, okay, you're just following me. I don't know what you were doing. But, like, no one else cared? Like, only you? Can you use your incinerate for no good reason? No, you can't. It's just down there for no reason. Bryson experiment. Let's use this. Well, that's not creepy at all. Ew. Do it again. Ew. Why can't I not stop clicking on it? This is so creepy. Do it again. What? No more. Oh, Jesus. Okay. No, I wanted to freaking... That sucks. I wanted to make noise more. Ew, what's that? There's a skull there. He was in some pretty jacked up experiments. Can we leave? I don't want to be here anymore. This place disturbs me. There's nothing else to mess around with before we go. Why can't my ship have one like this? I want a galaxy map like this. In my freaking quarters. I don't want to go downstairs and talk to you people anymore. I just want to sit here and have a map like this. Alright? You hear me, Joker? Rip this out of this office and you put this on my ship right now. Okay, I don't... Fine, we'll go and... Ew, what is that? Is that... Oh, this is a statue, I guess, of a Krogan. It looked like kind of like a Nautilus type of deal. Like, that was like a shell and that was like, you know, the head of the monster or whatever. It was just a Krogan. Anyway, okay, fine. We'll listen to the audio log since there's nothing else to do in here.
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Let's listen to it.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper Killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
We can work together. And hold on. I should go busy so that random stuff doesn't pop up. Especially if I get like a lot of random messages and stuff, which can happen.
Let's focus on what he does say then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
It's a pretty fancy
So
office.
how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan.
Yep.
It may help us locate Garneau.
That's what I'm saying. We need to know. I don't want to do this here. Nope. Let us just rip this right out of the office and slap it in the Normandy. It doesn't matter if the Normandy looks like it has a tumor on it. Okay, it'll work out.
Does this tell us where Garneau went?
No, but we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
Search the lab for clues. Is this one? Why isn't that one? Oh, yes, it is one.
Is this Prothean?
Yes. I believe Dr. Bryson and Liara would have had much to discuss.
Can you add a search
Apparently.
filter for locations known to have Prothean ruins or artifacts?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results on the galaxy map program.
That's just fantastic. Why even bother? Just find more stuff. You can go over here. Now this is open. I'm curious, but I want to look at these first.
These are all murders in which the accused lacked a known motive and claimed memory loss.
Just like Bryson's assistant. You think Garneau was following a trail of blackout crimes?
It is possible. We need to find data matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature.